Variants of COVID-19 have cases once again on the rise. As health experts tell us, we may not have to worry as they keep an eye on any potential surges.
COVID-19 has seen cases surge each year since the pandemic subsided overall. But a quiet 2024 made this most recent spike a little harder to detect.
What we do know from regional data, when we pool all of our data with our other states in the region, is that variants like KP1, KP2, LB1, and KP3 are all causing more infections.
KDHE's Director of Genomic Epidemiology, John Anderson, says the new variants commonly known as flirt, fluke, and LB1 likely aren't as severe as those we've seen in the past.
If these variants were to infect a population that had never seen SARS-CoV-2 before, it might affect them much differently. But right now, we're in a pretty good position to defend against it on a population basis.
That's because of the general immunity we've cultivated through vaccinations and previous infection.
Both of those are going to produce less severe disease overall.
Virtually all of us have had some experience with COVID in the past, whether through infection or vaccination or both. So what we call our population immunity is much better, so there are fewer severe diseases.
Even with that familiarity, Anderson emphasized the need to stay on top of the virus. He says it's not seasonal like the flu or other common viruses.
SARS-CoV-2 can impact us at really any season, and it's mostly driven by new variants, variants that our immune systems haven't seen yet.
KDHE has monitored wastewater and worked with the CDC to sequence viral samples since 2020.
A great thing about Kansas is that since we're in the middle of the United States, we get to watch what's happening all around us. And so we usually have, maybe about a month between what we're seeing happen on the coasts and what we see arrive in Kansas. And so we can usually get a pretty good idea about what's coming to Kansas.
And although individual cases are no longer being counted, the CDC says that infections are growing or likely growing in 43 states.